Putin waits for Trump to negotiate Ukraine without EU, Czech President Petr Pavel has said.
Here's a summary of the article.
Russian President Vladimir Putin is waiting for the 2024 U.S. elections, hoping to negotiate on the future of the Russia-Ukraine war with Donald Trump without the involvement of any European state, Czech President Petr Pavel has said. Pavel warned that if Donald Trump were to win the U.S. presidential elections, Putin could try to negotiate with him, regardless of what Ukraine or the rest of Europe thinks. According to the Czech president, such negotiations between Putin and Trump could lead to some sort of compromise that will notionally return Russia to the status of a key player, and the others will have to somehow come to terms with that. In the meantime, on a military level, Finland and the U.S. signed a defense agreement on Monday, allowing the U.S. military to have unrestricted access to military facilities close to the Finnish-Russian border. Although Putin stressed that it's not in Moscow's geopolitical interest to have a conflict with NATO, he said in an interview with Russian state television that Finland's NATO membership creates problems. The West has taken Finland and dragged it into NATO. Why? All the problems we had with Finland were solved a long time ago. There were no problems, but now there will be, Putin said Sunday. The agreement lists 15 facilities and areas to which the U.S. Army will have unrestricted access and which it can use to store military equipment and ammunition, including 4 airbases, a military port, and railway access to northern Finland, where the U.S. military can use an area for storage.
This post received a score of 15,000, with an upvote ratio of 92%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
I hope Vlad will be disappointed by the 2024 results.
You never know with Americans.
I feared the worst last time but felt Americans silently kind of stood up to him just enough. I fear yet again the opposite now, and this time they prepared on several areas and have experience from being in office.
At least this time, if Biden wins, Trump is not in the White House, so he can't cause the same kind of mayhem again.
On the other hand, Trump still has a massive following, and they're rabid and stupid enough to attempt January 6 again.
It took one shot to break the siege at the Capitol and make the insurgent cosplayers come to grasp with the basic reality of what they were doing. The conspiracy-addled "Meal Team 6" mentality absolutely does not go well with the professional mindset needed to actually enter a firefight. Next time, there will be security at the Capitol and no acts of overt sabotage to stop them from doing their job. The worst that will happen is that one jumped-up MAGA might take aim only to have their brains blown out before they can even pull the trigger.
I fear the sabotage is being enacted now at all levels. The danger of the Republican Party is not the fools of January 6 but rather treasonous legislators in Congress currently.
This right here. The number of electors in different states that have been in place. Bad actors. People ready to subvert the vote. It's coming. I've been saying it for a while now. If we want to stop Trump and his very well documented and even openly admitted goal of changing president to dictator, it will be through violence. Our options are to roll over and submit to fascism or be ready for civil war too. To clarify, I am not promoting we go to war or attempt to overthrow the current US government. I am however saying that we need to be ready for the very high likelihood of it occurring.
I think everyone knows what needs to happen to Trump.
That might be reasonable if Trump was the problem. The problem is Trump is the result. Spend 30 and more years forming a society who would vote for someone like him. People should not act like surprised Pikachu when he arrives to fulfill their desires. There are more Trumps where he came from.
For Putin, it's worth tens of billions to get this done. Massive cash and indirect payments to ours such as Senator Ron Johnson and dozens of others, media figures Vivek and Tucker winking face. NRA, buying overpriced real estate from the Trumps, backstopping the lending to Trump from Deutsche Bank. Dozens or probably hundreds of cash entry points, as well as billions to influence via social media, and document theft to embarrass those standing in Trump's way.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.